they're pros. They've been around the block. They know how to handle it. They're going to brush it off. They know that they're not playing in full form right now. So glad to see that all around, though certainly unfortunate for OG. Always excited to cast that team. But alas, Trent, here we are. Game number 1, Secret Liquid. Let's see if the Liquid underdogs can do it. And they will start with a first ban on the Bounty Hunter.
And we've had a couple of fun conversations about this team already, just in terms of the rivalry that's developing between Liquid and Secret. Ever since Liquid, talked a big game after beating them in that one tournament where they won the best of 3, and then we moved to the next one. Like we had our final third game of the best of 3 was when Secret just 2-0'd them, and that's when they finally had the edge on the series. But now we're moving into the best of 5. Team Liquid's first grand final. I believe I saw Blitz tweet, which sounds about right. I can't really recall any other big grand finals these guys have been into, so it's time.
All right, sorry, just getting my announcement tweet here that the grand finals are starting. Had to wait for that delay to catch up. I wasn't like you, Trent. I didn't prepare my tweet before we started. You were such a good lad.
Yeah, well, what can I say? I look forward to seeing this rivalry continue to develop, though, because they obviously Secret is the favorite. Let's be real here, guys. Yeah. They've looked absolutely unstoppable. In fact, so unstoppable. When's the last time they lost? They dropped one game to Alliance. We talked about the other day in the Gamers Without Borders charity event, and and then the last games they dropped were against Liquid. Like that's how long ago it was in those pushka matches 24 days ago. Like,
I mean, to put numbers on it, this series is starting at like a 1.3 for Liquid, or sorry, 1.3 for Secret, 3x for Liquid. So it's pretty substantial. Odds-on favorite are Secret, no doubt.
Yeah, there was actually a conversation this morning between famous Dota 2 statsman Knoxville and Team Secret.
Oh, Knoxville.
Yes, in their last 100 games, Secret is 82-18. And so only 2 teams have had a better 100-game run. Both of these teams were 83-17, and that was Alliance in mid-2013 when they were winning everything. From Premier League Season 5, TI3, Star Ladder Season 7, and then We Play Season 2, and also Newbie in early 2016 when they had the many Chinese quals, Epicenter, Manila Major. That was they had a 26 series streak or something I seem to recall, where they just picked Doom and Lion a bunch. Those kind of games.
Yeah. Yep.
So Secret need to win 7 in a row to match them and 9 in a row to beat the record.
Oh, okay. That's
as Knoxville said, just win 7 more games in a row. Lol. That's what he told them. Just buy dust. Lol. Ricky sucks. It's fine.
To be fair, if they can make it through this finals, if they could go 3-0 here, the next event, you're going to start in the group stage. So there will probably be some lower teams for you to pick on to continue that streak if they can just make it happen. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel here for Secret to take the record. Let's talk about these bans a little bit, though. I like it on both sides. I think these Secret bans very well targeted at what we've seen Liquid like to do. Maybe thinking about the Rubik as a final ban here. Rubik, Shadow Demon, Oracle. Those are the big 3 that we've seen Liquid open with if they're left in. Liquid does have first pick, so Secret taking their time on this 4th and final ban. And they take out the Oracle. So there you go. What's it going to be, Shadow Demon or Rubik?
I think I like the Rubik. I don't know. I saw Insania also just saying after that first series this morning, Rubik 5, happy face, but this guy's also still in. And Secret apparently well ready for the answer of the Dragonite. They go right into the Ember and the Sniper probably support.
And there's the Rubik. So we were still pretty close. They want to block pick that Dragonite. We've talked about the Dragonite versus Nature's Prophet matchup a lot. Secret actually haven't really been playing the Prophet, I don't think. Not in the games that we've seen.
No, but he's still a super solid laning hero, right? He can just kind of do his own thing. I mean, earlier today versus OG, they still banned Nature's Prophet and first pick Dragonite. So it's not just because he's good versus Prophet doesn't mean he's a bad hero outside of that.
Right.
I feel like he's been one of the more impactful heroes throughout this whole tournament.
Absolutely. We've gone back to it a couple times, but this hero feels good at every stage. Now with the Aghanims and the item builds with status resistance, he scales very effectively. We've seen him go double Rapier and carry a game with right click, so he can do plenty of damage. Obviously a great laner and very good at taking objectives in the early game. So just this well-rounded, he can't lose. You can throw him in 1, 2, 3. He's flexible. He's wearing all that armor, but I guess he can still touch his toes.
Well, the last time we saw this opener, the Ember Sniper, that was versus NIP. Secret had a pretty dominating victory in that one. That was paired up. That was the Nisha Mirana game where they were utilizing the safe lane Ember for Matu to like chain forward and basically get these like long continued engagements using the Mirana. So kind of expecting like a secondary mobile core here for Nisha. We also had the Puppy support Weaver to kind of fill the same role too. But Weaver into Rubik generally isn't that fun.
No, certainly not. And no Boxy Mars this game, no Grimstroke. Interesting that Secret banned out the Phoenix Mars combo together. You know, we usually see like one or the other just to break it up. Like, no, both those heroes are just too good in their own right. Together, they're extra good. And now they will grab the Enchantress. So this hero we've seen not look great when, was it Viking that was picking her? I've forgotten now. But Secret...
we've had some bad core games and...
the Secret, the team that has made her look good, though.
Yeah.
Not really sure why she's, not a specific counter pick to really Dragon Knight or Rubik. So just something that Puppy wanted.
Yeah, it's kind of an elusive 5, I would say. Just someone who can like kind of like move fast, play forward a little bit, has some survivability options. Maybe not that great versus heavy magic damage, which there kind of already is from like the Rubik and the DK, but they're super comfortable on the hero. They know how to abuse the neutral creeps really well, so could be proud of it. And I've heard the people, they beg no Queen of Pain for Team Secret, and so Liquid will be getting it for themselves here.
Yep.
Mickey, I feel like, has played it the most of the games that we've been watching, but this morning they did hand it off to Koikva.
Yeah. Again, the flexibility with the Queen of Pain. Her and Dragon Knight are a great set of cores to have 3 picks into a draft because now you feel like you can play reactionary. Now, a Baden picked up for Secret. I feel like this has got to be a Zai hero.
I would say so. That would be my first instinct.
We did see the position 5 Abaddon yesterday, played by No Tail, and I didn't like it, bud. I have to say, the position 5 Abba does not feel very good at all right now.
It is interesting though to pick it up here. Like, it's okay versus these initiations of the Dragon Knight that people rely on.
Yep.
Ooh. They're just gonna do it to you.
They're gonna
game 1.
Game 1. Yeah. Now Secret will have last pick anyway. So after this ban, Liquid will move into the double, the ban into pick. So if they were worried about this getting banned out, the pick here certainly makes sense as a 4th.
Yeah. So probably the Kunkka ban if you're Liquid.
Yeah, that's the safe one, right?
Yeah. I mean, we've seen Embers go mid.
Okay?
Yeah, it's definitely playable, but I feel like Kunkka just kind of, works that matchup, and we know Ember can safe lane anyway, so.
I just meant more picking Brood into Ember. Isn't that a slight degree of confidence already? Especially knowing that Secret have last pick and they could still...
I think they're just trying to show that they don't need it to be complete 10th pick. They're like, yeah, just as long as it's not a complete, 100-0 counter, then we're going to be fine. Like, we believe in this hero maybe a little bit more than other teams. I mean,
Sniper, Enchantress, Abba, it doesn't really do much against the Brood, I don't think.
The Shrapnel's kind of cool. It's like, as annoying. A support sniper, it's actually kind of helpful. Like, as a core, it's pretty bad because like you're just going to get ran at, but if you're a support helping to give vision to these cores that maybe have the better itemizations for actually catching and killing the Brood anyway, that could be something.
Okay.
Mind you, slows,
thinking about this, trying to read how Liquid are going to round out this draft. So does this mean it's probably position 1 DK, Brood mid, and position 3 Queen of Pain?
Probably Boxy, Dragon Knight, Queen of Pain for Mickey, and then Quake for Broodmother.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes more sense. But they're looking to pick a 5 here, huh?
Or the 4, depending on because they shift, right? They do Insania Rubik and they do Tiger Rubik.
How's about Wind Ranger?
I mean, she's okay versus some of these heroes, but what is she? Who would she be laning with? She'd be laning with either the Queen or the DK. Wind Ranger's not too bad. I mean, it's kind of useful versus like Sniper and Ench, and then you have the Shackle for the Ember. It's not the best stun, but...
Suggesting it more just because I know it's a pick that Liquid had gravitated towards. Maybe against a Baden, not as enticing since he's got the cleanse. You already have the Rubik and the Dragon Knight, who are pretty good initiators.
And most of the other Tiger heroes have been removed, to be fair. There's still like the Willow's probably in, right? She's kind of all right, but...
What about like a Tusk?
And actually playing it as a For Taiga and not giving it to Boxy? Yeah,
Correct.
the famous.
Yes. Correct.
It's okay. Again, it's not another direct stun for the Ember, though, so.
No.
Plus, for all we know, they might just hand off this Queen of Pain to to Taiga. You never know, right?
Yeah.
I think this will be a 4 or a 5 pick, though. One of the two supports.
I mean, you are right, though. They could really switch it up and grab something else from Mickey. Well, thinking on this one as well. Liquid not going to snap ban the Kunkka.
I kind of like a Silencer pick. Like Silencer 5 would actually be kind of good here.
For Liquid.
Yeah, but we like never see that anymore. But like they have
Ember.
such strong side laners anyway, right? Like you have Queen and Dragon Knight. Like this position 5 hero does not need to be a true 5. Like Silencer, of course, you can play him in support role, but he doesn't offer that much. You can only play aggressive really in the lane, and that's something that both Dragon Knight and Queen can also facilitate for your support player. And it would be kind of cool for like fighting the Ember, just like global.
I think he's probably underrated. Very solid in the lane. Certainly seen a couple Silencer games that look good. They do end up banning out the Kunkka on Liquid after all that.
Hopefully they didn't think about their pick that whole time too.
The Abaddon throws a wrench in the mix a little bit. He can sort of counteract Silencer in lane to some degree.
I mean, he still has to like, for the big thing of the global though, he still has to like
what
buy his
about
own
Disruptor, dude? We've seen the merits of that hero a little bit, and it's very nice against Ember. And one that Abaddon doesn't really, he can't stop the Static Storm kinetic field with a cleanse.
Yeah. As long Disruptor versus Ember is kind of weird because he can dodge your glimpse, so you have to really rely on like we have him locked down. You can never count on it with the.
Well, so you've got Rubik and Dragon Knight,
Storm.
though. Okay, they go the totally opposite route. They want damage, and I have no idea how they're doing positions now. Is it a core Zeus or a core Queen? It's probably a support Zeus, yeah.
That's a fantastic question, my friend.
That's very. I mean, they've got damage now. You can probably kill this Ember in one combo if you hit him with a Dragon Tail or a Telekinesis with Quap and Zeus. This is a wild draft from Liquid here in Game 1.
Yeah, they're really all over the place. Well, Secret, you have all this info. Unfortunately, you don't have a ton of time as this one ends.
15 seconds.
Their structure taking is decent with the ABBA, and they're going to buff it up a little bit with the TA.
Well, we've seen this against Brood and how crazy good Psyblades can be. Koikva's going to have to be very careful, and generally speaking, you're not slowing down that TA at all, so I would expect Nisha to have a pretty good game. Will be the YapzOr Sniper once again. That means Puppy Enchantress, indeed the Zaya Abaddon, and Matu takes the Ember. Now,
and
Liquid...
it's Insania Zeus.
So a position 5 Zeus, the Boxy Queen of Pain, a Mickey Dragon Knight, and then Taiga will be the one to take the Rubik on the 4.
Okay, so we're a little all over the place then. Again, the position 5 hero doesn't have to be a true 5 because you have DK and Queen of Pain side lanes. Mm-hmm. So if you're laning with a DK, you could pretty much play anything as a 5, right?
Yeah, no, I think you're totally right. And where DK suffers early on is some of that damage output. That 1 point in Breathe Fire is not too scary. A Zeus or a Rubik can both help that quite a bit. And I guess it is going to be Zeus DK as the lane.
More than likely.
Wow. Dude, this is... Congratulations.
It's a great way to start game 1. Yeah.
Congratulations. This best of 5 grand finals is already off to an incredible start here. I mean, what a time to be alive. We're seeing best of 5 grand finals, support sniper picks into support Zeus picks.
Both teams have pretty similar timings this game, right? You have this Broodmother. I guess Liquid are a little bit slower. Like you could see the positioning around the Roche Pit being earlier for Team Secret with the Templar Assassin and the ABBA. They can get that done fairly early, as well as like coverage from the sniper there too. Whereas the Broodmother kind of wants to get like Diffusal Blade and then into sometimes even BKB before going back for the Aghanims. It's a little bit of a slog before you get those big items.
Yeah, that's definitely true. We haven't really seen that much Broodmother, and the one time that we did, it was kind of rough. I'm excited to see if Koikva can make it look good here. I'm worried about this TA matchup, and I don't know what the right item build for Brood is. You get this Diffusal first, you kind of feel like you need to fight some, but you're still focused on farming your Aghanims. Those are really the two items that really enable you to start coming online, it feels like. And against heroes like TA and Ember, they can really start to pressure you in that window. Maybe Brood feels a little PL-like to me in that regard. Like, until you get those first two items, you really can't do much but keep farming, and that can be abusable sometimes.
Yeah, because one of the main things with Broodmother, like at her strongest, is when she's just dominating. Like, she caught you out when you didn't have a good lane matchup, right? That's when the hero just gets absolutely out of control, and she can actually interact with the rest of the map at that point, because she's like killed that one hero so hard that they start roaming around. Brood takes her tower, and then she can rotate a little bit, at least helping out in like the two jungles, like, you know, playing in here and in here off of the mid lane. But when you have a decent matchup like this, it's going to slow down the Brood, and she might end up like farming a little bit more defensively, maybe only playing like one side of the enemy territory, you know, instead of being this like super big threat. And the last time we saw that TA versus the Brood, it was really bad. Like,
yeah, it was
the spiders were getting absolutely slaughtered.
I almost feel bad. Your name offends me.
What was that matchup? Who was playing the TA?
I wanted to say it was mid one, but I'm not sure. I don't think it was. No, it wasn't OG because it was in the group stage. It wasn't in the playoffs, so
it wasn't Nisha, was it?
I was someone playing as Viking GG, I think. And there was a Broodmother game, and it was a bit rough. I don't think it was Nisha, no. But basically every time that the side blade came out, there was a lot of gold popping, as expected.
There were a couple real good ones.
I mean, there were a couple where our clients were actually lagging. Like,
yeah, I lost frames.
Yeah, the gold calculations were a little too intense.
So it'll be the safe lane DK down bottom, and then up top, what do we got here? Oxy, Queen of Pain, and that Taiga Rubik, and they'll be trying to pressure Zai. Zai should be fine.
There's a lot of running around going on. People are trying to set up these lanes here. As Insania looks like he's also busy just dewarding. Of course, this will be the big benefit of the support Zeus throughout the game. Well, when he starts getting into the dewarding aspects, he pops a sentry down, sees the enemy one, and says, "Okay, don't want to give away my." Oh, wait, that was his obs. Never mind, my mistake. So he just playing on obs right on their sentry, but they didn't know. That's good for him.
Right, though, that is really the big benefit of this position 5 Zeus, is that you have sentries that only cost 90 mana. Pretty cool.
And up top, they are still just leaving Zai to his lonesome here versus both Taiga and Boxy, but he's doing all right on the app. He's doing quite fine. That just means most of our action. Most of our action will probably be down bottom then.
Yep.
Due to that.
One of a few melee heroes that can handle the co-op because the Shadow Strike is just not that threatening. Aphotic Shield takes care of it. Good pickup in that regard. In the draft, we were both a little curious, like, why the ABBA here? And now it makes a little more sense. We've seen co-op really destroy a lot of lanes.
That is definitely the one benefit. Like, that's why it even could have been a 5, I think, theoretically, because it'll still be worth it just for that one aspect. But it's still better as a core in my eyes. I like him as a core because he offers like a little bit of pushing potential, as well as just like the more likelihood that during those mid-game brawls you're gonna be able to get off effective aphotic shields because of that. So I'm still dropping very low up here, and you can't count on those denies, of course, anymore with the ABBA. That's basically what killed the position 5 one.
Yeah. I mean, you can still do a lot of healing. I think it's also the range. That aspect of it really hurt.
Now Bond does get a courier kill. He just made his way down in there. You can see they have a observer ward at this part of the map down here, so he's just able to hunt couriers easily because of that.
Nice, easy rotation. I've been watching this mid matchup, and it's looking pretty good for Nisha. Again, always hard to tell how much of those last hits are spiders, but Quakemas stayed very aggressive and constantly tried to hit the TA, knock off refraction, and just keep Nisha as low as possible. Down bottom, we will see that Zeus finally get taken down, and then
I was watching top, same time.
Boxy finishes off Zai. So action in every section of the map.
Excellent.
Will be a 1-for-1 though.
Picture. They got it covered. Probably gonna end up staying there, as Yapsor is hunting for the courier. He's gonna go for the shrapnel down here, way down to the bottom.
There it is.
Nice.
The classic support sniper boots first, so should be able to make the getaway here.
Meanwhile, back up top there, you can see Puppey just putting some pressure onto Taiga. But Zai, not a hero that can really help you with that, unfortunately. So Taiga still has pretty free reign here, especially if he can just get some boots going. Unfortunately for him, this Ench is very speedy right now. And with the slow, maybe they can get him.
Taiga going to be in trouble. Damage from Puppey actually isn't as much as I thought. Another impetus, but certainly won't finish him off. Meanwhile, in mid, Nisha did pick up a double damage rune at the 4-minute mark, so that'll make his life a bit easier. About 400 net worth ahead of the Broodmother right now.
I don't know, they haven't convinced me that this matchup's worth leaving in, the TA. It seems pretty good versus the Broodmother.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that hard. Like, Nisha just auto-attacks and kills spiders. Like, you have to play some angles, but really it's more difficult to keep the spiders away from him, I think.
But the thing that concerns me, too, is just, like, the whole game matchup seems pretty problematic.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree Kunkka is worse, so it's still worth banning that, but it would still dissuade me from going for this 9th pick Broodmother like this.
I'm inclined to agree, but who knows? We'll see. And Koikba is going to go for that Diffusal Blade first. That seems to be the build, as we've remarked. Now Puppey and Taiga going blow for blow. 5 minutes. Runes have come out, and that's a whole lot of runes for Secret. I think it was 3-1.
Jeez, these Radiant Couriers in the bottom lane are hopeless.
Yeah.
At first, it's an Ench that's down here, and she's so fast running down, and then Yapsor, too. So, yeah, speaking of the Ench.
Koikba rotates in, gets the kill.
And that is a lot of spiders all stacked up here. They're going to try and put some forward vision up here from Taiga, as you can see. He's gone deep in that Radiant territory and going to TP out. Might give them a chance at the 10-minute outpost battle. As Raindrop's the item of the day so far in the first series. I think Liquid had like one on every hero.
Wow.
At the start of the game.
Nice TP out.
I feel like they've been very effective in a lot of our games, too.
Illusion.
Yesterday, I think we saw a game. There was a moment where there were at least 4 sets of raindrops. So,
I mean, they were like one team fight. They're just all popping too. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't hit that hard, but the silence is annoying against Queen of Pain. This is just one additional tool you have to try to pressure her in the mid game.
Had that, didn't you?
Should have some mangoes now, though. Could try and go for a kill before like the level 6 on Zai, but she would need rotations and again more
Nisha?
raindrops.
Oh, spiders! 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 She just killed a third of Koikba's army and might even get a few more. Is Nisha going to be able to live here, though? I don't think so. It's a 3-hero rotation, and, well, spiders not worth it. It's a great recovery kill, and now Koikba caught up in net worth.
Yeah, that is what they needed, just to get a little bit aggressive. And again, that ward that Insania placed down that was on top of that sentry, it's like that false sense of security, right? They placed that sentry at the very start, and then he placed a ward right over it. You think, oh yeah, we dewarded that cliff, but in reality, there was vision there the whole time.
Yep.
Over Nisha.
Brilliant.
Now Taiga going for a big wraparound up here. Runs into Puppey. Not sure if Puppey spotted him at his nighttime. I don't think he did. Oh, no, he did. He's just rotating over.
Right onto a trap, and this is going to end up being a freebie. TP out won't be successful. Puppey finds another.
In your backside.
Well, down bottom, they put a little bit of pressure onto Mickey with the pokes, but Insani's here to back him up with the lightning. He does have level 6 here.
I thought that could have potentially been a kill opportunity, but
it is the DK.
Light on the DK, yeah. I guess he doesn't have crazy magic resistance at this stage.
Also, the fact that the rotations aren't actually that good right now. Maybe he doesn't know how low like Boxy's mana is. Like Boxy would not be able to rotate down and do anything at the moment. Even if he popped both mangoes, it would cost him pretty much everything. And it would still put him in a vulnerable spot. Now Mickey comes forward again here. Yeah, this looks risky.
Searing Chains. There's no mana on the Ember, though. No stick or anything. It's going to be close. The DK turns for a Breathe Fire. The lightning might be just enough. Oh my gosh. The Breathe Fire was actually worth it.
The 25% reduction lifesaver.
Wow. Well, Support Sniper is still going okay, though. Yapsor just so good with his positioning. He already has Tranquil Boots. Has decent net worth also. He's actually ahead of Zai right now.
Yeah. And Zai not able to really stick on the creeps all that much here. Just been versus Queen of Pain the whole time. Like, the survival matchup, that's one thing. Like, we've seen, of course, there's many melee heroes that straight up can't lane the whole time versus the Queen of Pain. At least with the Abbey, you can be there and gain a lot of experience. Hasn't had to miss out on that at the very least. Boxy going to be making a rotation to the mid lane. They have a smoke on Insania, so they're looking to use this Sonic Wave with both supports. And they still have that ward in the jungle, so this is probably a smoke up to this ward, or at least trying to utilize the vision that's been giving them to try and find Nisha, get that return, or well, secondary kill, and continue propelling the Brood. Oh, this is timed up with the Diffusal Blade here too, so this is the, like, we want your mid tower.
I mean, this is certainly the way to do it. We did not see a rotation like this with the last Brood TA matchup.
They just saw Nisha, so they know exactly where he is right now.
A little scary. They'll walk right into Puppey. Another web comes down, and telekinesis from Taiga. I think tried to cliff him, but fell short.
No, he wanted to throw on Nisha. He was hoping Nisha was still close.
I see. Got it. Puppey goes down first, though, and now Taiga, he'll just TP home. Good call against the Sniper Abba TA there. And that's it. The glyph comes out, and Liquid will be repelled for now, but they find another.
Pretty heavy investment to just get Puppey, though. I don't know. In the end, it's probably just kind of even based on like everyone else farming and stuff. At the very least, Matu now has full remnants back up, and now has a full bottle here too, so they can kind of take their pick as to what they'd like to do next. I think trying to harass Mickey is probably not their best option at the moment. He's still fairly far ahead of the Ember. Too many resources to kill.
The Blink Dagger is out on Nisha now, so more options with the TA. And the outpost did go even. Runes.
I think we still have one just sitting, and then it'll probably be 2 for 2.
Yep. I'll go to Liquid. So pretty
still
darn
under
even.
this ward up here.
Nisha, though, going in onto Koikva, gets some big damage in. Yapsor not yet level 6.
Yeah, and Boxy, of course,
found a kill.
Jumped on Puppey just up above there as well, but didn't amount to anything. So now everyone's just kind of encircling this middle tower. And we back off again. Boxy's back! But it's a Blink Dagger Templar Assassin, so... Oh, Nisha's chasing. He wants it.
Yeah, Boxy, no blink. I think Nisha has this. There it is. Now Koikva's on the way over. Damage from the Zeus. This is going to be close as well, but Zai drops him a heal and a shield. Koikva has to back up. Almost dies at the Assassinate. Shrapnel flies. Yapsor predicts the movement, but doesn't have the range. Instead, it's Insania getting chased down. Still grabs the rune, but no hope for survival. That's 2 more for Secret.
Yeah, nice call up there from Nisha to just jump right after the Queen of Pain. And good thing that Zai came over too, because with the Diffusal Blade, there wasn't going to be a meld there for Nisha. Like, he had lost all his mana, so needed to help the Aphotic Shield, and at that point, there was no way that Koikva could continue to commit, so he has to go back to his own side of the map, keep up his farm. They bring down another support, and we tie the kills at 4 to 4, as the bottom lane has just been a straight-up farm fest between Ember. I feel like these guys have just been hanging out. 0-0-0, 0-0-1.
Straight chilling, dude.
They're probably having the most fun out of anyone in this game.
Both working on the farm. Spirit Vessel coming for Ember, and Blink Dagger coming for DK. So,
at the very least, all of that pressure mid did amount in a tower taken now for Liquid. One of the key objectives, both for when you're playing as the Broodmother, but also when you're playing against the Templar Assassin. That's going to cost some of the control that Secret will have over the Roach Pit. Puppey going to try and regain some by capturing the top outpost.
Why is Puppey going for a Midas?
I'll take that.
What? It's 2020, Puppey.
He's got 2,200 gold. Already has.
Someone was snowballing.
Yeah,
Someone was snowballing this morning. I was like, man, this looks like it would be such a good Midas game. It still didn't buy Midas. I was like, all right, it can't be done. Meanwhile, in the top lane,
Rubik dies. Okay, another easy pickup for Secret. But yeah,
this is expensive, guys.
It's really expensive. 1850 plus the gloves of haste. I guess the gloves are a little cheaper than they used to be, but they just recently got bumped back up to 450.
And it's not even versus a helm on the other team. You know, that's the one thing. Like, maybe.
Okay, that's some value there.
But there's not, so no value. I don't know. I mean,
is this just catch up? Because Puppey is level 5. He's lowest in the game.
That's not a bad aspect of it, honestly. Just buying XP is pretty nice, but also it's just, you know, it's a support that uses attack speed for the vast majority of its damage, and the levels are really important because, like, buying levels is basically buying survivability, which is what you're trying to buy in a lot of supports anyway.
That's
a
down
good
bottom. Look at it.
They go on Matu.
Yep. Easy kill. They even popped the Zeus ult, but Oh, Nisha, able to blink away. Yeah, he had refraction.
That's a big kill, though.
Pretty close.
That's Matu's first death. They have the blink dagger on the DK. They have the stolen flame guard as well from Taiga, so he's like, nice, free farm for me. And now they're going to take over that ancient area here while they push the bottom tower with Mickey, forcing out the glyph now from Team Secret. Secret's still holding that little bit of net worth lead, and speaking of stationary people, Zai still remaining up top. He had his brief meander into the river to help out, but he might need to meander back up top now because Koifa, you can see, moving in forward, and they're going to try and grab him.
And they're going to find him with some damage, but they need a few more stuns. He gets slowed down, misses a spot in the webs, it looks like. No searing chains for 4. Quap blinks out. Secret won't be able to pursue. Meanwhile, down bottom, DK is pushing that tower, and it's going to get it.
And Zai continuing to do the same up top. He didn't make the rotation because they didn't get the grab and no fight materialized, so he's trying to keep this pressure up here. Boxy going to try and pull the creeps off, because that's what Zai's using to try and push this tower down. But I don't see him leaving anytime soon as the bounty runes now spawn. Boxy will get both on the Radiant side.
Bottom lane, Taiga. Assassinate starts things off, but Tumba Man finishes it.
Yeah, that was easy.
So a small lead for Secret. TA maintains that #1 slot, and the Vlad's also almost done for Zai. Ooh, we got an ancient stack here. Nisha killing a tripler.
And where's Puppy? Getting in on this. He's like, see, this is why I bought a Midas. Now I don't have to leech your ancient stack.
There you go. So that's the Deso out, and already another 1,000 gold for the TA. Man. We often talk about Liquid as a team that's very efficient with stacking, but Secret also in a similar boat. And one thing that the support sniper can do for sure.
I kind of wonder what Nisha's going to do. Does he just do the simple play and buy a BKB? Because he hasn't queued it up like every other Templar assassin would have. Oh, he's queued it up now. How boring, Nisha. How dare you? How dare you buy good items?
Oh, no Aghanims, Nisha. Come on.
Well, you know, it's Nisha. I could see some Bloodthorn rush and be like, well, according to my calculations, the Broodmother won't finish a PKB for this long, so I'll have a Bloodthorn for a 4-minute window.
I can't do a Polish accent either.
But, that's just my nerd accent.
I know, that's right. In lieu of being able to do a... Is Nisha still silent? What, they called him the Ghost, right? Wasn't that his nickname?
Yeah.
Because he just doesn't... Like, every video that you saw at the KL Major of him sitting there while the others are playing games is completely accurate of most scenarios. Just doing the math in his head.
The guy just showed up one day when they brought him in, and he just started playing really good Dota, and that was it. Zeusal here will spot that Puppy is relatively close to them. Still a little bit too far for Mickey to jump, but it looks like there were some smoked up heroes here, so they might not know the extent of the heroes coming through next to Taiga.
Yeah, Taiga's in big trouble. Does have that Ghost Scepter, but actually doesn't really mitigate that much. Goes down, and the rest of Liquid retreat. In some ways, it does kind of speak to Nisha's skills that we often remark that the best teams aren't just a collection of 5 really good players, but they also have to have communication and synergy and a good leader and all these other things that create the team dynamic. In this case, it's like, yeah, the team dynamic is he's just really fucking good.
Well, I think the most important thing is that he probably only talks when it's absolutely necessary, right, which is the best kind of communicator.
So he's probably a really solid teammate. And he probably listens, right? People that don't talk a lot tend to listen better.
Yo, Boxy's going in for this.
Oh, it's a nice Sonic Wave.
Oh, he didn't get it?
He didn't get it.
I thought for sure he got that.
Well, Aegis now on Nisha. Elder Dragon form used as the Dragon Tail comes out. Secret come back to fight. They save Matu, and now they want to turn on to Mickey. It's a tanky target, but with the Deso, they can actually bring him down, and they will. Nisha credited with the kill. Looking for more. They'll jump in. Taiga, he's going to get chased down. Again, the Ghost Scepter just buffs up the ult from Yapsor, and now they finish him off. That's 2 dead on the side of Liquid. Tier 1 tower mid. Might not fall. Looks like Secret are happy just to back up. They wanted to back up anyway. The Liquid were the aggressors there.
Yeah, but this is exactly what we talked about, where you have the Diffusal, and then Brood needs that next item. You went straight for the Aghanims, but you still don't really feel like this overwhelming Broodmother until after the Aghanims, and they got the Roche before that. So then you don't even get the benefit of utilizing the Aghanims for capturing the Roche pit and just owning this giant territory of the map.
Yep.
This looks a lot like the other games where the Broodmother just hasn't really wowed us.
Yeah. No, I think you're exactly right about the tempo of the TA, especially around Roche. It's just tough. You can't really beat the TA's timings as a Brood unless you put a lot of resources into shutting her down. The one gank they had on Nisha helped, but I mean, look at him right now. He's just running around the jungle, clearing out stacks, just accelerating even more. He's got a Grove bow. That's pretty nice. More neutrals coming out for Liquid. Vampire Fangs. And Koikva will hang on to the Imp Claw for now. Once that crit.
YapzOr is getting full priority here. They're just like leaving him lanes. And it is not long until we're going to see the Aghanims.
500 gold.
Yeah, it's pretty much done right now at 20 minutes. So, and he's the poorest guy in their team.
Yeah. So it's now a 5k lead for Liquid. All of a sudden, they've broken things wide open here.
Oh, I love this. So with the Midas, Puppy's the one who's going to build the Crimson Guard. I thought that would be Zai, because, I mean, it's against Broodmother, right? You know, someone's probably going to buy it. But the Midas going to help propel Puppy towards that. More survivability for him. And then that opens up the Halberd now for Zai, who has changed his item build. So never mind. He was queuing up a Halberd.
Whoa. Say Radiant's queued up on Ember?
It is indeed.
Yeah, that's something. I guess Secret are feeling like, you know what, guys? We're not in any rush. This one might go late. We're going to get a Radiance. We're going to get a Midas.
Hey, Puppy, did you just buy a Midas? Yeah. All right, cool. I'm getting a Radiance. Oh, completed Halberds. We do have one on Mickey now. Versus the Templar Assassin.
Very nice.
Always going to be a great item.
For sure. And Zai's just going Aura Master. Stocking up the hoods.
That should help.
Things slowing down a little bit here in game one of our best of 5 grand finals.
I think they're about to pick up pretty hard, though. Like I don't see what's going to stop Nisha.
Oh, Ember mid.
At the same time, down bottom.
Yeah, we got 2 fights at once. Zai.
Is under attack.
Keep Nisha safe. He backs on out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Rotation's on the way, though. All 5 of Liquid here. Posturing like they want to take a fight. Secret only have 3, and now 2 is Nisha and YapzOr say, all right, Zai, good luck to you, bud. You got borrowed time, right? You're good. And it's going to be Zai versus 5. This poor little devil. This handsome young Swede's going to get left behind.
All right. Well, that was a bit of an ambitious dive, perhaps, onto the Ghost Scepter Zeus. I tried to pop onto him and just saw that melt damage go bye-bye. Can't able to get anything, and they're going to smoke up right away. Do they have the lightning? They do. So Insanity's going to show on the bottom lane, and once this smoke pops on anyone for Liquid, they will instantly pop the ulti, and then that's going to give Mickey the opportunity for the blink stun. But who's going to follow up after that? I guess they just got a Sonic Wave.
Oh, YapzOr, he interrupts it. They're probably still going to kill him, but he tanks this gank.
Well, that Sonic Wave got blocked by Refraction.
Puppy on the low ground, and now the rest of the fight breaks out. Nisha in the middle of the fray, but this Ember clears out most of the spiders. This is probably going to be the Aegis.
Nisha has BKB, though.
BKB, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you want to fight this. Good call, Liquid. Do not stick around for this.
Very nice.
We've seen a couple times, but that hasn't gone so well.
Well, that worked out okay, though. It looked like it was good from YapzOr to intercept things, but they get the Aegis also. They take no casualties.
Yeah, I feel like that could have been worse just because they controlled the outpost already for Liquid. So if YapzOr hadn't have blocked that and they had to initiate on Nisha, there was a pretty good chance they could have gotten the double kill, both the Aegis and the secondary, unless you wanted like BKB TP. But then they would have had to waste the 10-second BKB. So,
right. And speaking of BKB, Koikva, about halfway there. What's Boxy working on? That's going to be the Lotus Orb. Okay. I guess, is that for the sniper ult? Is this?
There's Ember, too.
Yeah, okay.
Just, like, try and keep the team moving.
Yeah.
We get locked down. The Assassinate one, that's also another one. That's one of those ones where it connects, I think. And then it fires back. I'll have to double check that one.
Oh, so you actually do take damage? Or you...
One of those. One of those weird ones.
We don't see Sniper that much.
Yeah,
So I'm
because for the Lincolns, it's blocked upon impact, so you still get the vision and the true sight. So for a Lotus, I assume will be the exact same thing.
Okay.
Radiant are scanning.
There it is. The Aghanims on the Sniper. So now a 0.5 second cast, 1.5 second stun.
I don't even think about the damage when I look at this either.
No, but it does 500 damage.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt, you know?
On a 12-second cooldown, that's really not terrible.
And you ask me why people don't pick Lion. Why not just get this?
You know? So when does this officially become meta? Like, when can I start picking support sniper in my pubs?
People already have been. Look what it just did to Quake from mid, dude. It just set up for that blink.
Oh, and he lives? No! Nisha does grab him.
You know what? Wait.
Oh, that was close.
I'm not even sure how he died. I thought he sold the Dragon Scale for a second, and I thought it was the burn, and then I noticed he doesn't have the Dragon Scale anymore.
Like a side blade from a spider?
I think it was it was Trap DOT. That's what it was.
Oh, right. Forgot about that. Okay.
Well, Liquid fans, you got some issues here, I think. I don't know. This
Support
Brood
sniper.
needs to hit critical mass real fast.
Critical
Critical mass.
And that's going to be a tall order. This TA is starting to get really out of control.
And yeah, and Zania just got his TP canceled. Tried to get out of there in the tree line, but was scared by the shrapnel and then popped by the assassinate.
For Yapzor.
Yeah, pretty damn free, too.
And meanwhile, a tower in the mid lane, the tier 2, taken out by Nisha. Speaking of free. There's a Hurricane Pike, and now an Orchid queued up on Nisha, so the Blood Lord probably going to be coming out.
Dire are scanning.
I am very
Dire's
nervous
top
for
tower
Liquid
is
right
under
now.
attack.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to do split push shenanigans, but Yasser's actually scanned him. They've caught him in this tree line. They know he's still there.
Oh.
But there's also a Radiant Ward scouting Yapzor, so that's why he's staying in the tree line. Meanwhile, back in mid, yeah.
Taiga and Nisha going at it. Great use of... Oh, he's got the melt. Very nice.
Dire's top
Took me a
tower
second.
is under attack.
Meanwhile, further out, we
Foxy
do
and
have
Yapzor.
Foxy.
All right, drops the Sonic
I'm
Wave.
sorry, did you say stop?
That is
And
the drawback to the support sniper. You get jumped on, you're pretty much a sitting duck.
He's actually totally out of mana on Boxy there, too. It's getting a little bit dicey. And he's going to go all the way around the map here. It did just get pinged, though.
Kind of wild that Secret is 6k net worth ahead, though, because it's felt very even up until this point in terms of the
Dude,
trades.
how
and
did they
whatnot.
know? And Boxy just preemptively Lotus, which is definitely not... I mean, I'm sure nothing would have helped. Oh!
Oh, the TP, and he's there.
Nice.
Very good.
They have like... I actually have no idea how they saw him. I guess he must have made a mistake on that line between the tree lines or something, or between the towers. As up top.
Taiga, he tries to TP, gets stunned by the hurl boulder.
Yeah, okay. That's just what's going on in this game, apparently.
See you later. Yeah, he tried to do a cheeky little play against Nisha with the Meld Ghost Scepter to TP out. And that goddamn Mud Golem just got him thanks to the Ench. Well done, puppy. From across the map.
They are just trying to split push like crazy. I mean, that's the thing about Brood is that she plays so central on the map, and their side lane split push is not very quick with these heroes, and not that safe. Like, Queen's okay, but the support duo is also just kind of like decent. Like, Rubik needs a pretty good spell to really be that efficient.
All right, Zeus ult, get some vision. Sniper far enough back that they can't make a rotation. Spider legs, though, picked up by Secret. Or pardon me, by Liquid.
But there it is. The Radiance now complete for Matu. A bit behind compared to some of his opponents there, but that's also because he's been gifting a lot of the safer space to Nisha. Matu's been playing a little bit more forward on those side lanes.
Dude, how sick is the Quickening Charm for Secret? They're actually going to give it to the Abaddon. I thought they might give it to the Sniper.
Well, that is actually kind of tempting, but Abba's is just really good.
Yeah, that's pretty... Yeah, Miscoil, less than a 5-second cooldown, though. Initiation here, Mickey jumps in, just gets bursted down. Pops his BKB, but Nisha trying to chase. Missing a couple,
God,
needs
he's
one
tanky.
more. Oh, can't quite finish him off, and now Nisha's going to lose his BKB on the backside of the fight. Koikba trying to run out. No deaths yet, but it looks like Secret have the advantage. They'll kill Boxy, immediate buyback. Mickey forced to retreat is now Taiga getting chased down by Zai. Ghost Scepter buys him a little time. But all of Secret chasing him down, and another stun from the Yapzor sniper in the back. That is 2 kills up for Secret. Now Roshan.
Hard to believe that still wasn't able to get the kill. Like, chasing that far with Nisha on that Templar Assassin with all the items he has, they still get out. But not going to matter too much. They're going for the kill in the back line onto Yapzor using the vision. And they're just going to jump Koikba.
Matu jumps in, and Koikba goes down so quickly. That was a worthy tip, dude. But the
Excuse me?
cast.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you actually trying to man up on? It's a pretty long stun.
He's the fastest draw in the West, dude.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Yapzor and his American accent, you know? Really, we're going to have to bring the video.
Tiger, I stun you.
Has been killed.
Tiger going to be in trouble again. I don't know if this Ghost Scepter was the play against Sniper. He is going to live
Dude,
here.
there's a TA. Like, you had to buy it.
I guess so. Yeah, you're probably right. The Sniper's just the perfect counterbalance, so I feel like every time he uses it, Yapzor is just waiting like, all right, here we go. Hey, Puppy, look at how much damage I'm doing.
I swear, the heat map for Mickey is going to be so comical this game. It's actually just this area the entire time. As Matu has a Radiance and Cheese, like they're trying to draw him deeper, it feels like, to Boxy to see if they could maybe catch him off guard here. Can they chain him down? This is going to be a tough kill still.
Gonna go for it. They drop the Sonic Wave. Matu, though, pops the Cheese. Now disarmed. Does have some remnants. BKB used.
Oh, the backup. It's coming.
Matu trying to make it out, but another stun. He'll fall, and Sadia dies to Yapzor. And now Nisha pressing in, finds Mickey, but can't stop him.
Worth? I would say dropping your Zeus to kill the Ember, who just got his Radiance. Doesn't have his BKB yet. And he popped the Cheese.
I mean, Nisha is going to push your bottom tier 2 now with this siege creep, and you're not going to be able to stop it. But yeah, I think it's something, given how dire this situation is. 14k net worth with an out-of-control TA. Liquid are in big trouble. Nisha is going to go for an Abyssal Blade next. He's already got the Daedalus, by the way.
Every time I look at him, he actually has a new item. And they're always like these swords. It's a very, very violent guy here. Even the neutral item.
He's got a lot of weaponry. Now, the repair kit for Liquid will come in handy. A great game for a repair kit, and they'll save the tier 3. Meanwhile, in the back, though, the Koikster, he gets stunned up. A Pinata, perhaps, the TA. Can't kill the spiders, but he kills the big one. Koikba can't run away from it. BKB won't save you. Now back in the mid, Puppy initiated on, stunned up, but he's got 3 points of the attendance.
There were 4 heroes there.
Good thing Puppy has all that experience from the Hand of Midas, so he could survive there, Trent.
Hey, they were just all trying to kill him, and they couldn't do anything. That was pretty depressing.
He also has a Crimson Guard and a Mechanism, so...
He's more farmed than Zai.
Well, Midas will do that, I guess. It is 32 minutes, but here we go. Back in on the tier 3 repair kit, still going. They obliterate Foxy. No buyback. Remember, he used it around Road.
Oh, here comes another one.
Broodmother will buy back, though, and Insania. Already a good fight for Secret, but now a lot of heroes on Liquid. Another ult from Yapzor, shutting down Koikba. His BKB still on cooldown for a few seconds. Now it's Big A trying to repel this front line. Nisha gets low, but remember, still has Aegis and BKB in his backpack. That's how confident Nisha is right now. He's like, dude, I got Aegis. I'm not going to use this BKB before Aegis. I'm going to keep my boots out. Just chill there.
Yapzor is just in the backline running clarities right now. He's like chugging. He's got the Ivy. Hook me up. Just keeps sending out these assassinates.
The one problem with this build, the mana is certainly an issue.
I think if you run into mana spamming assassinates, you're probably doing something right at least.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's only an 8.5 second cooldown, though. So not a hard spell to spam. Nisha initiated on. This might be the Aegis. 4 steps, though, keeping him alive. Nick A trying to pursue, but a Photic Shield so annoying. They can't even kill him once, let alone twice. Now Mick A back in the regular dragon form. The glyph has been used.
Where are the mangoes, Yapzor? He needs his courier to start harvesting this tree at their base. This is like, for a second, I thought they didn't have a mango tree, and I was like, oh, that'd be the most broken one. But they've actually just been using them so efficiently that they don't have a giant stockpile. So it's time for Yapzor to Start a nice healthy fruit diet, and here they come. He's stealing some of these mangoes.
But we often say, heroes like Clinks and various others, they're a dice roll that you're going to get the Orb of Destruction. Support Sniper is the dice roll that you'll get the Mango Tree.
Oh, no, Nisha's stealing them. That's what's happening. Look at this. He's bringing them on his courier so he can stay on the map. How dare he while he kills
Nisha. Well, he is going to kill Boxy, so all right. Maybe it's worth it to give him a couple of mangoes. BKB used by Mickey. BKB used by Koikba. They're trying everything they can, but Matu, he's one beefy mother. He's going to survive. Zai throwing out so much sustain for his team with these shields. The quickening gem paying dividends as Mickey gets brought down, and this could be the end for Liquid in game number 1. 3 heroes on the sideline, no buyback. Insania does TP into his own well, but GG is called, and Secret take game 1 in pretty convincing fashion, 23-9 in hero kills.
These Broodmother games just aren't. The bad Brood games look pretty bad. Like it's not like the hero. I guess because we just expect so much from the hero when it comes to these picks, right? Like we know the risks that are associated with it, and losing those timings and just you never really felt the big scary control. Now, mind you, a Broodmother can't do it all on its own. That's not the whole point. It's the idea of these like synced up heroes that are going to play with you. When you think about like mobile heroes to try and like go for kills, this Queen of Pain and the early Blink Dagger on the Dragon Knight. There were moments where you saw how the game plan was supposed to function, especially with the assistance of the vision from the Zeus, but they were just too far behind after the laning stage, and that early Roche from Secret was perfect.
Absolutely. That completely broke up the momentum that Liquid wanted to go for, and